Yeah, good luck, Northampton.
That better be cut out.
The first thing they said to me, like, don't you like girls?
Sorry, let me do it properly.
That's what the psalm says, right?
Yeah, that's the wrong Bible. Hey, my name is Chris.
My name is Jitin Thomas Tito.
Hello, I'm Michael Dolman, the Rector at Oscott College.
And my name is Andrew Ullman, I'm a priest of the Lancaster Diocese and I'm a Vice-Rector here.
My name's Eamon Kennedy.
And I'm Lucas Scavicius, and we take our lectures together.
Hey, my name is Deacon Diego.
My name is Tenny and I'm a seminarian for the Archdiocese of Birmingham.
We've got some questions that we're going to ask each other today, something new.
So the question I got is, what did your friends say when you told them?
You were thinking of becoming a priest.
Wow, okay. So none of them believed me.
Gracie, you're mad.
But later on, I think it took about a couple of months for them to really then understand what I'm talking about. But in the first instance, yeah, they didn't believe me.
All right.
Yeah. I had a couple of friends laughing too, so yeah.
And one of the first things they said to me, like, don't you like girls? I said, yes, I do like girls, but I just feel called to do something else.
Yeah, for me, I think my father just looked at me and just said, why? Like, there could be things you could have done, anything else.
See, one of my friends, the Indian guy, and he works in accountancy, and he said, are you sure about this? He basically said, you know what's going on in the media about priesthood, etc. Are you sure about this? So he was a bit shocked himself.
And I think at work, people were just so confused. Priesthood, does that even exist in today's world? Because my workplace, hardly any Christians, so that was unique.
I've got friends who are actually like baptised Catholics, and were a bit surprised when I decided to, discern the vocations of the priesthood, and they didn't think that they could see me again. They thought I was going to be
It's like a monastery.
Enclosed monastery, for example, for 6-7 years. So we were on holiday together at a time when I told them, and I think they thought, oh, this is the last holiday we're ever going to go on together. We're in an enclosed environment in the sense that, there's gates all around the area, but you're more than free to walk out and go to the shops or go for a coffee in the afternoon.
The room we're sat now, over it is our student bar, which is very well populated on weekends. So it's something that we enjoy life as well as take our faith seriously. As Eamon was saying, it's not a monastery. You don't forsake the world behind you. You do forsake the world in the sense that you are countercultural. You are doing, you are opposing the secular views and values and bringing your own. But that doesn't stop you from enjoying the gifts that God gives you, including your friends.
How do you know if you're being called to the priesthood?
It's always a tricky one, isn't it? I think there are certain signs really. So obviously a kind of inner, a strong faith, a strong love for the Lord, a desire to serve. I think an inner kind of sense that this is what the Lord is calling me to, even if part of me resists that and part of me pulls against it. I think very often other people see it in somebody, and other people will say, have you ever thought about priesthood? Have you ever considered this? And often that's a real prompt. I think for some guys it comes in times of prayer, for sometimes it comes in times of service, and they realise they're called to do that. It's called to something deeper really, something that's not just service with hands or with our bodies as such, but actually service with our whole being really. Lots of little signs often, I think.
I would say there is that, and often it's the coming to know other priests in our lives and recognising something in them, in their lives and their work that resonates with who I am.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think for me that's been on the journey to discerning priesthood, it's been that resonance with the life and the work of other priests that has helped me to identify that desire and that call in my own life.
Very good question. Why do you think the world needs priests? Does the world need priests?
I hope so. Otherwise, we'll go out of business. No. Priests are very important because the way God created the world is made in such a way that we all reach happiness with the help of others and by helping others. If you look at the universe, how it works, one thing is there to support another thing, and the whole of it creates that order. And it's the same in creation. God wants us to be happy by helping others in their journey to happiness. And I think priests are there to be a bridge between God and humanity, to help people understand that they're called for something special. So yeah, I think that's something, it's a necessary business.
And also this aspect of, if we look around the world today, there's so much going on, a lot of chaos. And I think one thing people are forgetting is how specially made they are. They're made out of love. God loved us, and out of that love we are created. And I think the priesthood helps to remind people, in whatever walk of life they are in, that this is the higher calling. You're not called just to make money, just to get cars, and just to hoard things for yourself. There's so much more you can do with the talents, the gifts you have. And I think the priesthood really reaches out to that and makes you understand that really, if you are made for love, then love is not selfish. It just gives. So I think priests are always needed, because as people, we quite easily forget this simple thing about how we were made and what our purpose is. And our purpose is to also bring people to that understanding and to walk towards our common home, which is heaven.
Very good.